morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I was just thinking, like the way you've got the camera set up, it could almost be like two cameras, apart from the plant gives it away.
Oh yeah.
Nice symmetry.
Yeah,
I
no,
like a bit of symmetry.
yeah,
So,
you're West this morning.
I was looking today. It's almost exactly 2 years since we last spoke. For the first EP. Now we have another
Yeah.
EP. So, how's life?
Busy. Yeah, really busy, but good. Tons of projects, and including obviously Easy Tiger. So yeah, it's been a good ride. Been fun.
The first EP was Breakfast in Bed. This EP is not a breakfast in bed kind of EP.
No.
This is a Saturday Night Rager kind of EP.
Yeah, it's a different vibe, but it's I think it's still us in a sense. It's some things are similar in terms, I think, uh, lyrics, and I don't know what's similar and what's different, but definitely it's a broader spectrum of genres, and yeah, it's something we wanted to do this way. Also, we didn't want to have any style to the EP. We just wanted to do whatever the song wanted to be. So
there's two songs that like maybe are more like the first EP. There's Iron Mind and Baby Tag Along, but the four other songs are very different. And I don't know, we just put them on the EP.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, I love it. I've heard the EP, I love it. But I feel like when you get to the end of the 6 songs, especially with this song, Drip, 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 it's like it's a full-on punk 2-minute banger. Yeah. It kind of leaves you wanting more. Like, I want more after that. I'm like, where's the rest of the songs? Did you ever think about making this into an LP, or is it always going to be an EP?
Honestly, I think it's just because of the time that we have that they're EPs, but there's many songs that are unrecorded.
Yeah.
That are not recorded.
Yeah, we had a hard time picking for this one. We had even to the last minute we hesitated between 2 songs, but I think we like to do EPs also, like just the process of it. Since we do everything ourselves, it's a lot of work, and we like to like just do these songs and keep it short and release and then do more, because we like to write. So I think an LP wasn't like a plan, but we did have a lot of songs that we like didn't know. Like at the beginning, it was like we had so many like more country, like folkish songs that it was almost gonna be like we called it our country EP, like for a long time. And then we had all these tiny ideas and influences, and then at the end we were like, nah, we're gonna just do a melting pot of like just random songs that we like.
It's definitely a melting pot, for sure.
It is.
Like, and there are country elements to some of the songs, but then it's almost like full-on punk at the end. So
yeah,
it really shows like the diversity in your sound. But yeah, I love it. And the production is so good, but you're not like trained in production, right?
I mean,
the ears are trained, I think, as we've been doing music since forever.
Yeah, we've been playing on many albums. I've been playing on, I don't know, at least 25 albums. And like just being in the process of being sitting in the couch and looking and watching and hearing people work, you just learn. If you're actually
paying attention.
Yeah. So I guess that's Easy Tiger.
Yeah, Sarah is way more like the engineer in the project. Like she takes over all the technical challenges and finding the right mics and mic placement and all of that. And yeah, she really took it over. Like for Easy Tiger, it was kind of a challenge for breakfast in bed. I was like, "You want to do this?" Like, and it was just because we didn't have any money. Like, I was like, "Do you want to try?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then it ended up being our sound. Like, I don't think it would sound like that if we were to go in a professional studio. I think it wouldn't sound like that for sure. But I say that because she takes a lot of that role. I think there's an evolution between Breakfast in Bed and Baby Tag Along in terms of the sound and the arrangement and just like it's a bit it's another level, I think.
Baby Tag Along, where did that title come from in the first place?
I don't know. I don't, I don't know. Well, it's one of the songs. It's the hook in the chorus. So I think it comes from these lyrics. I was listening to a lot of Boy Golden when I was writing Baby Tag Along, the song. And yeah, I think he said in one of his songs like tag along or something like that. And I thought it was cool. And then when we were ready to pick the EP name, we were just like looking at tons of ideas, and then I don't know, we just said Baby Tag Along, and it just felt
right.
good. Yeah, it just felt right. It just doesn't really mean anything, but it means everything in a sense. So yeah, there's not a lot of thinking behind that title.
Well, actually, you say that, but I think it's the perfect title because it feels like a night out, this record. So it feels like a great title for that.
Yeah,
it is a night out. And if you've seen the video for Circle K, like your nights out look pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a night out. And it's funny you say that because the EP is really about sobriety, even if it doesn't really feels like it, because there's a lot of party themes, but it's really about my transition into like sobriety. And I think it was kind of a tribute to these days of like partying and stuff like that, but that now we're in another place. And yeah, I think Baby Tag Along was kind of me saying to myself like, yeah, let's go. This is going to be a cool journey too, like even if it's not like the breakfast in bed world where it was like just party and all that. So
this video, the Circle K, am I right in saying it was filmed in Foofs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. What was the show? It looks like a full-on hardcore show.
Yeah, it was the Madhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, Madhouse. I go often to that event, and Sarah, she's not. I mean,
I'm really new to that scene.
Yeah, the hardcore scene, because I used to play metal for years. But Sarah, she's kind of new to that scene, and I brought her with me, and she's like, "What the hell is this? It's incredible!"
The windmills.
Yeah. And once again, that's the video for me is a tribute to like all these years of like going to foofs and like going to see hardcore and metal bands and just like being part of that scene.
Also, we thought that the contrast of the energy of the show at Foof and like the song Super Pop with the saxophone solo, we thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
We should talk about the saxophone solo. Like, it just adds a completely different vibe at the end of that song. It's so good. It's kind of 80s, we have to say. Was that deliberate? You wanted to go for that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you.
I mean, Gab had this like fantasy of having a big saxophone solo since Breakfast in Bed, and it just didn't happen in that first EP.
But didn't fit really. Yeah.
But when we started to work on Circle K, that song, it's just like it was so clear that it was on that song that it was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I called one of my friends, Alex Dodier, and I was like, "Hey, can you just like try some stuff on this song?" And I sent him like the MP3 of the song, and he did like a couple takes, and we were like, "It's gonna be amazing." So we went in the studio for like an hour, and we got the take. And that was it.
Got out of there with the take. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
perfect.
I always wanted a saxophone solo. Like it's just a thing.
So when you play live, are you going to take a saxophone with you?
Oh no, we don't. But we do a shred battle. So it's like
Guitar.
two guitars. So it's like yeah. You'll see if you come to the show May 8th, but like it's like really like a old school like shredding battle, solo battle, and
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so I was going to ask you about the May 8th show, but as soon as you brought it up, is that La Sotterrania? Is how you say it? I don't even know how you say it.
Yeah.
Which is it's part of Sala Rossa, I think.
Yeah, it's part of the family.
That's right.
And stuff, like
So
the dive bar, I would call it version
yeah,
of what
that's
they
it.
do.
So it's a release show for the EP. So
Yeah.
what can you tell me about what you've got planned for that?
We got our friends, the Birda Boys, who are gonna do like some kind of entertaining.
Let's call it entertaining. Yeah.
Entertainment. So we're gonna be Easy Tiger is gonna be set up on stage, obviously, but they are gonna be on the dance floor in the corner playing some country songs for the beginning of the night, and just like talking to people,
Line dancing.
like
Like a good old like barn dance, tailgate vibe, dive bar.
Yeah.
There's a pool table. We want to just like have time to talk to people and like hang out and
and then we're gonna play our set, and afterwards they're just gonna do like a DJ set. We can talk with people, just hang out a bit. So we're trying to make like more than just a show. It's gonna be like a party, and
because we want to talk to people after also, and it's gonna be a lot of country music and a lot of line dancing, just like fun, even if that's not really what we do on stage. It's just it's the vibe that we like cottage.
Well, Sarah's wearing a Charlie Crockett shirt, which is like I love his new album. It is country, but it's not really. It's kind of a bit bluesy and a bit different.
Soul even sometimes.
Yeah. It's really, really cool. So let's talk about some of the other songs on the EP. After Circle K, which opens the EP, we have I Don't Mind. Where did that one come from?
We wrote that in like 1 second. Like I don't know how it happened, and it's I think it's my favorite song on the EP, and it's the first song that Sarah and I wrote together, like from start to finish, like together in the room, like starting with a tiny idea and to the finish.
Because usually Gab like arrives with like a couple chords and a melody, and then we start from there. But for I Don't Mind, we just started from scratch.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what we add. Like usually we have a structure and everything, and we add just nothing. I think
we had an idea for the verse.
Maybe, yeah. And she was like on the computer trying to work on that part, and I was just like, sometimes I like a challenge, and I was like, I need to like write something before she's done so we can keep going, and I want to keep like the momentum. So I was just like writing lyrics and working on riffs, and then I don't know, she was like, oh yeah, and then she went on the drums and started the drum beat, which is simple but like really nice, and then it just like all the pieces were together, and then we arrived at the bridge, and we didn't have a bridge, and I hate to write a bridge. Like I never, I don't know what's up with me, but when I get to the bridge, I'm just like my job. It's like my job is done. Like I don't want to do the bridge, and so I was like, what did I tell you? I was like,
you're like, there's no way you can write a bridge as good as what we have already.
Yeah, I'm like super.
And I took it really personally, and I wrote the bridge, and it was good.
It was the best bridge ever, and we were outside on the terrace, and she was just like doing that little riff on the guitar. But that's funny because she did the riff on the guitar, not remembering the key. So she did it like wherever. And when we did it in the studio, we realized that we had modulated without knowing. and then
Right.
it just fit. We was like, oh damn, that's amazing. And then
Yeah. So like that's why the last chorus kind of is really lifted up because it's like a couple tones higher.
yeah. So
And it
I
was
mean,
not even on purpose.
that's how it happened. And then we had all these hooks and melodies, and yeah, it was pretty fast for us. Like usually we take the time to write songs and we sit on them and all of that, but that one was just like in and out.
So this is the first one you wrote together. Does that mean like it seemed to come together well and almost like nice happy accidents? Does that mean you're gonna write
Yeah.
together more now?
I don't know.
I mean,
I mean, we're down. Like
we always write together
Yes.
because I always end up changing chords and doing stuff like that. But that was just from the really very beginning of the process of this song.
I think it's just also when I have spare time, I like to take my guitar and write songs, and that's not something Sarah does. Like she doesn't write songs, but we always work on the songs together. But this was particular because I think we were on vacation or something, but we were like, we had time. So we were together and we were like, oh, well, let's just write songs. And so I think it could happen again in that situation. But
What happens if you disagree about the direction of a song? Are you good at working it out?
No, usually we like there's not much ego and just like the best idea wins.
yeah. And I think
That's
and we have at least we try to have a zero like bad idea policies. Like we try everything. Sometimes when I know when I get tired, I'll be like a bit more bitchy about some stuff. But we're working on it. But no, honestly, I think it's not that bad. We usually agree on most of the. I think that's why it's going really well. We have, without saying it, but we know we have roles in the process. Like even until promoting and marketing and social media and all of that, we have roles. So I think we know when it's time to step up, and I think songwriting is more the thing I love to do, and I think Sarah loves playing and doing
arranging,
like taking it's not nothing. Also, you like to take an idea on an acoustic guitar and you build it into a song. Like that's what she loves to do. I love to do it too, but she's like amazing at it. So that's where we balance.
You said "I Don't Mind" is your favorite song on the EP at the moment. I know it probably changes over time. And Sarah kind of nodded. Would you agree? Is it your favorite too? The song.
I really like Baby Tag Along.
You do love Baby Tag Along.
Yeah, but I Don't Mind has been my favorite for like a long time before. When we only had the demos and we were like trying to figure out which song was going to be on the EP, I Don't Mind was number one for me.
Yeah, but I don't know if I think it might be Snake Eyes though. Because there's something about Snake Eyes that is just, I don't know, comfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so Snake Eyes is the next one on the EP, third song. So what is it about that you like particularly?
It took a long time to write this one. So I think I'm happy that it finally came, like it was something, because there's like a million versions of Snake Eyes.
And they're so horrible.
And they're terrible. Like they really suck. So I'm just really happy that we were able to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I love that there's a lot of riffs. There's many riffs.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's always like every part it gets you excited and they're all different. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a good summer song, I think.
So what makes you stick with the song? If it's that difficult to write, do you not just like give up on it at some point?
Yeah, we do.
We do, yeah.
A lot of songs is forgotten in the Google Drive.
Yeah, like a million of them. But I like to revisit. I do a lot of like driving around, because anyways I live far, and I like to re-listen to stuff. And when there's something I like even if it's like just a line, I'll like obsess about it. Like like I said, I like a challenge, and for me, it's just like when I know it could be something, I'm like, it's hard for me to give up. And she's a really good judge because like when she's like, oh, then I know. But if she doesn't say anything, I'm like, it's not good enough. So that's usually how it
That
works.
was the same thing with Phantom Heart
Yeah.
on the EP.
Oh boy.
We had like 1,000 versions of the chorus, but none of them was good.
Yeah.
And then when you sang that one that made the EP, I was like, okay, that's the one.
Yeah. So that's kind of my benchmark. Am I playing it and just watching, see if she likes it or not, and then if she does, then we move forward with it. But yeah, there's some, yeah. I mean, yes, we do give up on shitty songs, but when we keep working at it.
So a lot of records end on like a mellow song, like the ballads closing song. That's not happening here. So why is Drip 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 the last song on the EP? Because it's like just like 2 minutes, boom, 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 and then we're done.
And so why is this song on the EP? Like, what is the song? I think it's the question, but yeah.
I think we put it last because if there's anything after that, it just feels. I think it would have feel awkward to like have like something else after, just because it's so much high energy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like we think a lot of things are funny in what we do. Like, so I think for us it's just really funny to put a song like that and people being like, what? Huh? So like, what are they gonna do next? Like, or something like that. It's just, we like to do jokes, and for like, we don't take ourselves seriously, even if we work hard on our stuff. But like, I think for us it was just like, and so the when we did Breakfast in Bed and we did the show, it was a really fun show, but I think it was mellow in a sense, and I like a good hardcore show and a good punk show. So I think with the EP we wanted to have more energy live, and we wanted songs more like, you know, like in your face, and like be able to shred. And that's what like we shred. Like we used to play in, well, she played in No Bro, and it's just like in Lee Shirley, and we want to do like a lot of shred live and stuff like that. So that was also the idea of having a song like that to be able to like.
It's cool, but for me, it makes me want to hear more. Like it kind of ends, and you're like, oh, now what? But that's okay. We'll wait for the next EP in 2 years' time.
That's perfect. Keep you on your toes.
So you've worked with each other for a while now. What do you think you've learned from each other during the process?
A lot. I really learned to be more professional about the whole approach, I think. And it's like sometimes in the intangibles, but like because for me it was always a hobby, and I think it still is, but I've more a professional approach, and I think there's less I want to say like not bullshit, but like it's really more to the point now, everything that we do, and being conscious of like time, and just like the whole process being more efficient in all the aspects, like not just songwriting, but just like marketing and promoting and doing all that stuff like in a good professional way. I think I learned a lot of that from Sarah, because
I was about to say I learned a lot from you, from like time managing and like being organized.
Okay.
And also like this band, like because I play in many different bands, and they're all like my career at this point. Playing with Easy Tiger just like reminded me how fun and like light it can be also. So for me that was like the whole point.
It's always the balance
Yeah.
in Easy Tiger, because like we want to keep it fun, we want to keep it like a, you know, something that we do as a hobby more, even if, like I said, we do everything really seriously, but sometimes it's hard to keep it like that. But I think as long as we have fun writing the songs and keeping that process. I think that process really works for us, like doing everything ourselves. When we have time, we plan it and we do it. And yeah, I think that's yeah. But I think that the thing we learned the more is like to respect boundaries and where Easy Tiger fits in our lives, because we have you know, I run companies and she is a professional musician, and it's just like, where do we fit Easy Tiger? So if it's not fun, there's no point. There's no point. Like, we have plenty of stuff to do. So
good answer. Let's talk about the music you've been listening to. What have you been listening to recently?
We actually listen to a lot of country music
all the time. That's all that plays.
I mean, yeah, so the last Charlie Crockett and the one before that I listened to a lot. And
the new Brittany Kennel is amazing.
Okay, like, another local artist.
Yeah, she's from Quebec. Brittany Kennel, good, like country, like Nashville, just well done, like well done. So we've been listening to that a lot. But I mean, it's from Ella Fitzgerald to Dua Lipa to Christine and the Queens to like Turnstile. Like, there's nothing we don't listen to. We just love music, and I think that's why it's so impossible for us to have a style, like we just like to do.
You're wearing a Turnstile t-shirt in the video, I think, right?
Yeah,
you're wearing
a Turnstile hoodie. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I spotted that. I still haven't seen Turnstile live. I really want to see them, but I keep missing them.
Oh man.
I've seen it. I think it was a Chiaga. Yeah. It's not like the best, but still, yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah, and then I think, did they open for Blink-182? I think maybe.
Yeah. But like you that's funny. Yeah,
they did.
They did. Oh, it's just because took one of the dates.
Yeah, we filled in for them.
Yeah,
that's funny.
So she couldn't see Turnstile, so she was sad about it.
I was like, but that's the band I want to see. That's not the other one.
First world problems, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Still, that's so good.
It's funny.
If you don't think about it for too long, what would you say is the album you've listened to the most in your life?
In my whole life?
Yeah.
Nimrod from Green Day.
See?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? Yeah. The one that you listen most ever?
I don't know, but it's the one that for me is important.
Just what comes to mind first.
Yeah. For sure, mine would be Riot from Paramore.
Oh yeah, that too. That's out there for sure.
2007. Yeah.
Is that the kind of music you listened to growing up?
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But Gab, I think you like some of the heavier stuff. What's the heaviest stuff that you like?
I mean, I listen less to it, to heavier stuff now. I like to go see shows though, but and I was like, In Flames was like my favorite band. August Burns Red, Emure, like all these, like a lot of like Protest the Hero, like technical but melodic metal with a little bit of hardcore. That's what I used to listen to. A Day to Remember, that was more like on the catchy side of things, but like all the metal hardcore scene, that was like my 20s, for sure, and a bit before too. So yeah, but it always has to be catchy, either if it's on the guitar or on the vocal. That's what I like. It's like it needs to have a hook, or for me there's no point. Like for me, I mean, there's tons of good music that doesn't need it, but that's what I like.
What about other Montreal bands at the moment? Like, you're very involved in the scene. Is there anybody that you think people should be paying attention to at the moment?
Good question.
That's always a hard one.
Patrick, man, I don't remember his last name.
But it's Patrick's something, but he plays like he sings in French, and it's like amazing country band. it's really,
That was incredible.
it's like OG country. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. We like
The new ones, I mean, Rose,
obviously.
I
Rose.
mean, she's on the radar for everybody.
Yeah.
That's for sure amazing.
But I know the Birda Boys just released a song and it's pretty funny and good and catchy. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're big fans of Ariane Roy.
So the EP comes out Friday.
Yeah.
Then you have the release party on the 8th, which is next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then what? And I know, bro, we're going to England, right?
I go to Europe at like Shirley first.
Yeah.
I can show you my calendar.
Yeah,
Like,
if you want to
pretty
like
cool.
you mind.
But no, we got a couple shows with Easy Tiger this summer.
Yeah.
And we'll just write those shows.
Yeah, we're doing the lunch show in Montreal and then Ottawa the next day. And then we have a few festivals this summer. We're gonna play with the Damn Truth.
Nice.
On June 14, Canal La Chienne. And we play with Sarah Dufour also, Festiram in Alma. It's gonna be a big one, a big festival. We're gonna open for her, so we're really excited about that. We do some stuff for Festival also in
Around Quebec
Lévis.
City.
We do a show with Les Shirley, Festigarel. That's gonna be fun.
Nice.
We have a few festivals this summer. So yeah, it's gonna be cool.
So how's that for you, Sarah, when you have to play 2 shows in one day?
It's okay. It's like, because I play bass in both these bands, so it's like a walk in the park. When it's drums, it's a different, but bass is just chill.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Well, good luck with everything. Like I say, I really love the EP. I'm not just saying that. It's great. I like every song. So yeah, congratulations on that. Hopefully I will see you next week on the 8th. I'll come and say hi.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, thank you very much for your time. It's been nice chatting again.
Thank you.
Thank you.